Spider-Man Miles Morales was a fun experience, but it was noticeably shorter than the original Spider-Man game. This was evident in all aspects of the game. It had a shorter story, fewer villains, and for the subject of this video, fewer suit styles. The original Spider-Man game had over 40 suit styles, while Miles Morales only has 20. 20 is still a good number, and more than enough to make a list featuring my top 10 suit styles from the game. I felt like there were a good number of interesting styles in the game, but that there were also quite a few that I just did not enjoy the look of at all. As always with any of my top 10s or rankings, these are just my opinion. I know that different people have different tastes, particularly in terms of what styles they like in their suit styles. I know that even in my household, we hold some different opinions on a few of the suits. I expect that and would love to hear your opinions in the comments. That said, let's get to my top 10 suit styles in Spider-Man Miles Morales. At number 10, I've got the Bodega Cat suit. Admittedly, I don't love the look of the suit here. It's basically a classic Spider-Man suit with a hoodie. However, it does have one fun element that landed it high enough to just make this list, and that is Spider-Man. I know, all of these suits are Spider-Man, but this is the only suit that has the cat Spider-Man hanging out in a backpack on your back. This just makes for a fun and cute addition to the suit. Having a little furry friend makes up for a suit that isn't all that exciting looking. Another bad thing about this suit is that you don't get it until after the story and completing the quest, The Cat's Pajamas. It's still fun, but it definitely has some drawbacks. At number 9, I have the Advanced Tech suit. Take the classic style suit and give it an armored and slightly shiny look, and you've got the Advanced Tech suit. It's not a particularly fancy style, but I did like the look. I am one who likes the armored styles of the suits, and so that's kind of what would set the Advanced Tech suit just a little bit higher than the classic style for me. This suit is also available for free from the beginning, as it was added to the game in the 1.9 update. Definitely a solid look for early game until you unlock some of the better suits in the game. At number 8, I have the Uptown Pride suit. This is another suit that is a tweak to Miles' classic suit style. This is largely the same as the classic suit, but the red portions of the suit are replaced with gold. Technically, there are a couple little arrows on his arms that I think are additions with this suit as well, but that's really the main difference. And I really liked that color swap for this suit. It's not super fancy or super different by any means than the basic classic suit, but the black and gold look was just very sharp in my opinion. You unlock this suit by completing all of the friendly neighborhood challenges in the game. It's a gift from all the people that Miles has helped out in those quests. Definitely a pretty nice way to say thanks in my opinion. At number 7, I have the Crimson Cowl suit. Here, we start to see some variation in design and not just variations or additions to Miles' classic suit. This suit goes for a hooded design and is primarily red with some black detailing. I do like seeing the different style here, and the inverse color scheme is also a fun difference as well. It's a nice mix of some classic Spider-Man suit with a little added twist. Still not a super exciting suit, but there is enough here to give you just a little bit different that if you're looking for something with a little bit more than just your classic Spider-Man suit. You'll be able to unlock this when you get to level 9 and pay 14 activity tokens and 2 tech parts. At number 6, I have the tracksuit. This is a suit that I just loved the contrast that was in it. It takes Miles' normal color scheme of black and red and adds a good amount of white to the suit, and I really liked the result here. The combination of the extra contrast, the larger spider design, makes this a suit that I really enjoyed. I've heard that this is kind of like the update to Miles' suit, kind of like what Peter's Spider-Man got in the regular game with the advanced suit. It's not something that's connected to the story or anything like that in Miles Morales, but it's game specific version of the suit, and it's an enjoyable one. It's also a very nice early game option as you unlock this at level 6 and can purchase it for 10 activity tokens and 1 tech part. At number 5, I have the Purple Rain suit. Here is a suit that goes for a wildly different color scheme. It has purple, green, black, and gray as the colors of the suit. It also gives Miles claws and a utility belt on the costume. Now, I really liked the different color scheme here, as well as the overall design of the suit. I'm also always a bit of a sucker for armored looks, and this has a touch of that going for it as well. Now, this style is heavily based on the Prowler suit, hence the different color scheme. Now, this makes a lot of sense since you unlock this style by completing the Aaron Davis Sound Samples side quest. And in case you forgot, Aaron Davis is the Prowler and Miles' uncle, so it makes sense that by completing his quest, he's made you a suit that has his signature colors to it. At number 4, we have Miles Morales 2099 suit. This suit takes the hooded look of the Crimson Cowl suit and gives it the more classic color scheme of Miles Morales, along with a few little additions to the suit. The most noticeable being the glowing white eyes, but it also sports a skull-like spider emblem and some arm spikes. But really, the glowing white eyes are probably the feature that I really like the most in this one. I also like the skull spider emblem. It's kind of a nice touch. I really didn't notice the arm spikes all that much, but when I was looking at pictures, I did notice that, yeah, there are some of those. Now, this suit to me was just a better hooded suit style in many ways. While I did enjoy the Crimson Cowl suit, I would pick the Miles Morales 2099 suit as my top hooded style for Miles. And even then, the hooded style wasn't really my preferred style of the game, hence why there's still 3 more that are above it. This suit was available to be unlocked at level 12 and costs 14 activity tokens and 3 tech parts. At number 3, I've got Miles Morales 2020 suit. In my mind, this is what you would get if you mixed Spider-Man with Daft Punk. It's a style that reflects Miles' classic Spider-Man suit, but also Miles' interest in music. It also looks pretty cool in a futuristic kind of way. It's definitely one of those more unique styles in the game, and I really enjoyed how it looked and turned out, and especially kind of that mixture of it. You know, you could tell it was Spider-Man, but it also had kind of Miles' interest in music and the sampling of music that you get in one of the quest lines in the game. You unlock this suit not by doing anything musically, but by completing all of the spider training challenges, including the final test. Not too hard of an accomplishment to get a pretty cool and unique suit. At number 2, I have the Strike suit. This suit is probably one of the most unique looks of the game. One that you may really love, or one that you may not really enjoy at all. Even though it felt so unique, it was still easy to see it as a Spider-Man suit. I think my main draw to this is that it had kind of that armored look that I really like, you know, with the suit, the big gloves, even like kind of the armored boots looking to it. I also like the nice little touches, like the glowing highlights that would go along the arms in the suit as well. And it just is a suit that really stood out to me, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. You get to unlock this suit when you hit level 10 and pay 16 activity tokens and 2 tech parts. So it's a really good kind of mid-game, early mid-game suit to get, and I really enjoyed this suit quite a bit. And that leads me to my top pick, and that is the programmable matter suit. This suit was my favorite of the game. It was able to present Miles' classic look in a cool way that also fit some of the narrative beats of the game. Since programmable matter was such a big part of the Underground's arsenal due to the weapons the Tinkerer created, it was a pretty awesome thing to have a spider suit that was made from the material as well. This suit hit 2 areas that I really enjoyed. The metal look gave the suit that armored look that I really like, and the suit also had a nice glow to it with the red portion of the suit. This just made the suit look really amazing in my opinion, with the glow and the armor and kind of how it would reflect and things like that. I don't really know if I used too many other suits in my playthrough after unlocking this suit, because this suit just became kind of my go-to. Now, speaking of unlocking the suit, you get it when you complete all of the underground hideouts, Roxxon Labs, and the Matter Up side quest. These kind of all take place near the end of the game, so this means that you don't get this until close to the end, but it was definitely worth the wait in my opinion. These are my top 10 suits in Spider-Man Miles Morales. That doesn't mean that you have the same ones though, and I'd love to hear what your rankings would be. Were there suits that you would include that I didn't? Suits that I put in a way different place than you would? Feel free to discuss in the comments, as I always enjoy hearing other people's opinions on things like this. That's all for this list though, so we'll see you in the next video.